Hey guys, today Varun and I are going to talk about what the Cold War was like in Yugoslavia. So we interviewed my grandpa for this, and he grew up in Yugoslavia. He was born there, spent the majority of his life there, and yeah, he was fought in the army. So he did a little bit of traveling throughout Europe. So he actually had a really good understanding of what the Cold War was like throughout most of Eastern Europe. But now let's start with some background information.
By the time the Cold War had started, in the late 1940s, after World War II, Tito had already established his power in Yugoslavia. In fact, an entire socialist party had been present. What isn't surprising is that party controlled Yugoslavia in similar ways to authoritarian leaders such as Stalin and Mao controlled their countries. There was very little freedom of speech, a lot of censorship, great propaganda, and ways to remove people that didn't agree with the government. Now, life wasn't exactly that bad. Free healthcare and education had been put in place, and people weren't exactly starving, but life wasn't that great either. Politically, Tito was actually a decent leader. He managed to keep the country neutral throughout the Cold War, even when Stalin was trying to assassinate him and Mao had control over Albania. Our interview reveals much more in each of these areas. Thank you.
So we started off with asking my grandpa about what he could remember from the Cold War.
What do you remember about the Cold War in Yugoslavia?
Oh, what I remember?
Yeah.
I remember like after World War II, the Tito created like social party, the country.
Yeah, the Social Party.
Yeah, but and make all the republic together, state or whatever how you call. And after that one, it supposed to be Yugoslavia go some block,
Right.
east or west. But the Yugoslavia is still neutral, not
Yeah, they're neutral.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's no block. You got a Warsaw block, you got NATO or some, I'm not sure in that.
Yeah, Warsaw Pact, you had NATO, you had...
Right, I said
Yeah.
you can remember me, yeah.
Yeah.
And after that one, the Stalin keep going,
Stalin kept trying to take Yugoslavia.
he take over, he make it as like, under like used
A
to
satellite
be
state.
Hungary, Poland.
Yeah.
After 20 years, he take Czechoslovakia in 1963, I think so. And is the Stalin after I think so after Stalin died, I'm not sure.
But wasn't he was trying to kill Tito, wasn't he?
That's why he tried to kill him, because Tito used to be like he turned the face to West.
Yeah.
So Churchill used to be in power from England.
Right, instead of going to the
It'd
east.
be like Franklin Churchill and Roosevelt after World War II. John F. Kennedy, the president this time. Yeah, that's why Tito he played. They played the game, played the
He
politics.
didn't pick a side, he played neutral.
Yeah, they play natural. That's why he keep the Yugoslavia in a peace.
Yeah.
There's nobody touch him. He built a good army, good economy. The people live good. He's not bad, they live good.
Yeah, so he was a good leader then.
Yeah, he's a good leader. Yeah, this time he's a good
Okay.
leader.
So he seemed to understand quite a bit of the facts when it came to Stalin wanting Yugoslavia to become a satellite state, but Yugoslavia wanting to stay neutral. And Tito really fought for that. He really fought for Yugoslavia to stand on its own and be its own independent state. But really, the most interesting thing that we learned from this was that Tito controlled Yugoslavia like other authoritarian leaders were at the time. And he wasn't very extreme, but there were these extremities that appeared throughout his leadership.
He was communist though.
That's that actually is not really a socialist, more a socialist party.
Okay.
Close to communist, but not communist.
Okay.
The communist country used to be the bigger China.
Right. It
The
was
Asian
it
country.
yeah, it was
China
Mao.
and
Chairman
Russia.
Mao. Yeah, it was Mao and Stalin.
Mao Zedong.
Yeah, Mao Zedong.
Mao Zedong, they used to be premier, the leader, whatever, president.
So it wasn't like crazy communist. It wasn't communistic. It was
What?
just a little bit. It wasn't like it wasn't like
he got
in
something
Russia.
right good living. Like everybody got a not bad living, but it's not good neither. But
Okay.
people work for living.
Right.
You got a free school,
Free healthcare.
free school. You got free medicine.
Right.
So many free stuff, but no free speech.
No freedom of speech.
No, people live from today to tomorrow,
Yeah.
like Cuba. You got the food, you got free medicine, everybody poor.
Right. But you had everything you needed.
Yeah,
Technically.
you see here, it's a little more stranger. Like that, I lost the job, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, if I work and I got everything, I can feed everybody, and I give you a little money, you know. Now that's one day, you see. Actually, the government, the social country, communist country, you guarantee the job.
Yeah.
You create a job. All the time you work.
All the time, yeah.
There's no company close the door right there. There's so many people and people retire with good pension. Almost, they're like how much you make money. You got 85% money and free Medicare.
Yeah.
And free Medicare.
You got the free healthcare, free
Here-
school. It's
here
different.
not.
So, in other words, there were perks to having a communist leader: free healthcare, free education. But life itself wasn't all that great. People were struggling. They didn't have certain freedoms like the freedom of speech. There was a lot of censorship, and really, this explains the next answer to the question.
So did you like learn anything in school about it?
No, you don't want to give it to us,
They
Lord.
didn't talk to you about it at school?
Because that's very,
Yeah, they didn't want no freedom of speech. They didn't want
what do you call it? I just say, like, hiding.
They were hiding the
Tajna,
information.
like, potajno, like, secret.
Secret.
The people, the people who live in Yugoslavia,
Right.
in all the communist countries in the world, you don't know nothing.
About anything else.
Now, Tito wasn't as extreme as Mao or Stalin. He wasn't trying to become the best communist leader in the world, like they were. But he still implemented communist ways while he was in control of Yugoslavia.
So did you see anything in newspapers, anywhere, on the TV, nothing?
Or
Anything about the Cold War, anything between Russia, well, the Soviet Union and...
it's not
Tito?
much. I
Not much?
see, but not much.
Okay, so they didn't
Like-
share a lot of information.
Yeah.
Now, my grandpa did a lot of traveling as a soldier in Yugoslavia, so I wasn't all that surprised with his response to the next question.
Maybe got so much for West country, like Germany, Europe country, or America. He says so much reading he write them in a paper news, like
Right.
equal like propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda. So there was propaganda.
That's a propaganda, yeah.
Yes, you heard right. Propaganda. Now, this propaganda was being developed by Yugoslavia, by Tito. It was also coming from the Western countries, and even the Soviet Union was instilling these forms of propaganda throughout, whether it be posters, any form of media, really, videos, things of that nature. And the people within Yugoslavia were kind of confused. I mean, they didn't have the proper education. Tito was censoring just about everything, and they felt torn. They felt like they were stuck in this country that was trapped in between all of this conflict between East and West, and people started to flee. They wanted to get out, and Tito tried to prevent this by not issuing passports so that people would be stuck in the country and they wouldn't be able to move out and diffuse throughout the rest of Europe. But my grandpa was lucky enough to receive a passport because he was part of the army, and in fact, he was stationed in Italy for quite some time.
How do you feel about it? Did you think that Tito did a good job?
If you know so much, like you doctor over there, you don't make nothing money. Like people, that's why you want to escape the country, go to capitalist country,
Yeah.
making more money, doctor, engineer, professor.
So it was everyone had equal pay. Everyone had equal jobs. Everyone had.
What's between like labor and doctor is not much.
Yeah.
Here's some other country like carpeting people or labor like me almost make like one
What are you trying to
how
say?
do you call one kako se kaže ovi doktori koji su samo doktori, nisu sa velike diplome.
Internship.
You
Yeah,
get an internship.
Residential.
yeah, like običan doctor.
Right, you get your residential
Yeah.
from a couple
Now
years.
you
Maybe
know what matters.
maybe make $500 more than a month than me.
Okay, that's not a lot.
That's not a lot. That's also the country. That's why you want to escape the country, coming to Germany, Europe, capitalist country, or you coming to America, Canada, Australia. So many
To
of my
make more
friends
money.
they have the country. The country, such a country, don't give you a passport.
Yeah.
The people
You couldn't
escape the border.
They escaped to the border.
The border escape them. They go concentration camp.
They went to concentration camps?
Yeah, they almost they go.
They almost went to a
I
concentration
called my mother and said, don't go. Maybe you're going to catch me. You return me home. I've been in jail 20 years.
So you
I
almost,
tried.
you almost left?
Actually, then I go to Italia. I got passport. But I want to throw my passport in the garbage. And I going to work in a camp. I tell them,
You were going to go to a concentration camp?
Yeah, I go check it out.
Why'd you go check it out? That's not
Because
good.
I want to make sure I don't want to catch me. And I ask you, why you come in tourist to Italia? What's the reason? What's the reason you want to leave the country? I said, I don't have any nobody. I try to more lie, but it's not mostly true. I don't have any good job. I'm finished the school.
You don't like
I don't like communist regime.
communists.
So you didn't like it then? You didn't like the communists?
You don't like it.
You didn't like it,
And
okay.
mostly, yeah. But I'm not sure. Some people, mostly 95% people, is okay. He leave the country. He just give you. He ask you, choose you what country you want to go. You want Australia, Argentina, America, Canada.
Everybody like better life.
A better life, you know.
So life was okay, but you didn't make much money.
It's life not good. No.
Yeah.
Communist.
Right, so
It's
you didn't like the communists. So then did you like Tito?
No,
You didn't like Tito.
sir. Mostly, sir, people you don't like. Not mostly, sir. Like so many people you don't like him.
Okay. Interesting.
Because he keep the peace. As a dictator, he's a bad.
Okay.
So overall, Tito was a strong enough leader to prevent Yugoslavia from falling to the Soviet Union or to Western countries. He managed to keep Yugoslavia as this independent country that would kind of stood on its own. And the main issue with his leadership is seen within the lives of the people, where they just didn't live very well. There was a lot of struggling and poverty. But then again, worse things were happening in a country nearby. And my grandpa actually physically stated that life in Albania under Mao was even worse than life in Yugoslavia under Tito.
Do you know how Stalin had Albania?
Oh,
He took Albania,
the Albania.
and then China came
cover.
in and tried to
China,
help them?
you're right. Yeah. After Russia, China take over. He
Right.
thinks he got a better life.
Did that
But
affect...
that's Albania got a better life. That's the president. He called Enver Hoxha or whatever. I can't remember. It's abuse the people. You can still nothing.
That's who Stalin put in power, though. That's
Yeah,
who the Russian...
starting with the power.
Okay, so that's the puppet state.
Yeah.
And then Mao came in and tried to help, didn't he? After Stalin said he didn't want to be a part of it anymore,
Yeah.
then Mao came to help.
Yeah.
How was that? How was that for the people?
It's worse.
Even worse. Okay.
It's worse. I talked to so many Albanian people, 70s, 73, 4, before they come to this country, said, it's worse. You don't have any nothing there.
Was it as
Used
bad
to
as
be
it
people
was?
starving over there.
Was it as bad as it was in Yugoslavia?
Oh yeah, more
It
bad.
was worse.
Thanks for watching, guys. Here's how we're excited in case you wanted to check anything out. And we hope you've learned a lot about the Cold War in Yugoslavia.